Good morning. Welcome to another pre-market live stream where we review the markets before the opening, so we get ready. Oh my God, we have a breaking news right now. Liz Truss resigned as a UK Prime Minister. Let's jump right into the content though. Pre-market screen right here. All right, so yeah, we do have this news, this breaking news right now. See how the markets react. Certainly the dollar is making up a little bit of the gains here off of the news. So this is the daily chart. Nothing much from the daily chart other than we are in a very bullish environment. We came here 2 days ago. We bounced off of this consolidation period. And then yesterday we had a huge run up in the dollar, almost 1%. Okay. Today, if we go to the lower time frame, we did have an area right there. Is bouncing off of the area. Here's when you say, is it coincidence or what the heck is going on? Like, these areas are very, very I don't know how to say it. Like, I do believe in this conspiracy theories that sometimes they drive prices to the areas before the news events comes out, but that's just me. Okay. All right, so we did have the breaking news here, the breaking news from the UK, and the dollar is bouncing off of the demand right here. So the supply that we have here is the one that we had yesterday. So we do not have anything else here. This is the London Open from today. I don't think it'll put any pressure to the downside. This 745. Soccernatic, good morning. Stack. Yeah, she did she was very like rushing into things, right? Sorry that I was not paying attention to the messages. So this a blue line right here, the green line is 12,747, 1275 is the London opening low. I don't think it's gonna put some pressure to the downside. I will consider 12,865 as my main supply for today in the dollar. Okay, and it's already being tested one, and we have spent a lot of time here, right? Finally, when the volume came in during the London session, we had the drop. Yes, the UK Prime Minister. She just resigned. All right, let's keep going. So this is the dollar chart here. I will try the long here. I will try the short again. Now, one scenario that is very possible here, like the one that we were expecting yesterday but never happened. Even though never happened, the market still dropped. So is this one. Probably come back here, some consolidation. If we break to the upside, this is the best short, right, that we will have. Okay, if we come back to this area, very likely that we will break from here. Okay, to this area. Actually, more like this. There we go. Two scenarios on the dollar. Bullish on the dollar, bearish on the equity markets. The other way around is bearish on the dollar, bullish on the equity markets. So for me to be bullish today in the dollar, for me to be bullish today in the dollars, I need to break this high. It's gonna be hard for me to think bullish again here, because this area is not the best quality location. Like if you see, yeah, we had a double, like a triple or quadruple bottom here, and then we came to this pivot and we're holding so far, but the location is not the best one. Like look at this. This is a lot better location. Okay, it's kind of sideways. If you go see the daily, it looks like it wants to go up, but it has all this consolidation from the last week and the beginning of the week that is putting some pressure, okay, to the downside. Until we don't break this consolidation, I would not be 100% bullish in the dollar. Okay. All right. So that's another story here in the yields. I am completely bullish in the yields. This is the 1 hour, right? But if you see the daily, we have done just is going up. Okay. This thing is just going up. Yes, I do expect some sort of consolidation, but my ultimate supply is here at 442. 442. We are at 414. The market is starting to digest this 415 10-year yield. Okay. We haven't had any like big rejection. If you go to the lower time frame, we haven't experienced any big rejection. This is not a big rejection. Like I'll show you a big rejection. This one is a big rejection right here, from 4.06 to 385, right? 20 basis point in a matter of 12 hours. Okay, this is a big rejection. From 401 to 37, 30 basis point. We haven't had any big rejection here, so I think the most likely scenario is a continuation to the upside on the yields. So this chart makes everything more difficult though in the economy and everything. All right, the VIX still holding on the demand. If we hold this demand today, most likely we're going to have a spike, right? And the spike can be up to 33 again. I know it's hard to believe that because we've been so high for so long that we probably will need some relief to the downside, but the demand is still holding, right? After this demand, I do think this one is not going to put any more pressure. Okay, so the level here is 30. If we break to the 30 level, we might have some big drop in the VIX. But for now, we're still holding right here. Okay, we made the attempt yesterday to go further, 30 to 32, where we couldn't. Is yet to see today. Okay, now if you go to the lower time frame, this area is already not valid. So if there was some sort of supply here, I think is very weak right now. Next level probably will be around here. Okay, 33. If we get VIX on 33, I think the market will be close to the recent lows a few days ago. Okay, created a few days ago. CL. So this is the demand that we had. It was violated, but ultimately the level worked, and now we had we didn't have this supply right here. This supply is the opening from Friday. Okay, it's right here. We never got to it. So my take here on crude oil is that we might have some more upside here. So let's see if we can manage to hold this consolidation like here. and some more upside. If not, definitely a break to the downside, come back, and a test of new lows. Now it's hard because this is a very important consolidation period coinciding with the demand. I think like this point right here, 83.63 is a very important point to pay attention. Okay, 83.60, 83.67. All right, let's take a look at real quick two other. Let's take drawings of. Let's take a look at two other the metals. Gold is sideways, dollar sideways, silver is sideways, and copper and lumber. Lumber. This is yesterday's close for lumber. So regarding copper, right? This chart tells me that we probably have some more downside on the dollar, because you have all metals just holding on pretty nicely right here, and the dollar is giving up. Okay, it's dropping. So that tells me that where is the supply in copper? So the supply in copper might be around here. So we might have some upside in copper. I'm just trying to. Oh, I don't have the drawings here. Just trying to assess what the dollar can do in the upcoming on the upcoming days. Okay, so we might have some upside here in copper. If this is a blue candle so far, but the trading session hasn't even started yet. So if we happen to break this to the downside and we break this pivot, then yes, the dollar. I think the dollar might continue to go up. Okay, but it's yet to see. I'm neutral bearish on the dollar today. I want to see how it reacts. All right, so that's copper. I know you guys don't follow commodities, but I think it's a good way to interpret what the market is doing. Okay, commodities are risky assets. Equity markets are risky assets. Bond yields are safe havens, and they tend to behave in opposite ways. Okay, the all risk on, risk off sentiment. All right, so here's the ES. The demand that we put yesterday is holding on pretty nicely. Remember, we did not have any supply yesterday, not on any high quality demand, so high quality supply. Everything was overnight. So still, the supply created yesterday, if we see the lower time frame, we might find something, right? But we still have no leg out. So my best takeaway from this chart is this: if you go to the 5 minutes, right, and you come here to yesterday's open, you had a spike to this rally base drop. So I would say like here, and the reaction here at 10.25. So I wouldn't rely on this one actually. I would rely on the pre-market one. Okay? And the retest was at 10.30. Now you have this one right here, the one that we just tested. Okay, so we might have, if we happen to visit this, I think the ultimate supply is 37.38. It's gonna see let's see if the dollar just keep giving up some of its gains, so we can have a push to 37.38. That will be the short for today, and it's already retested. This is the first test, this is the second test, so I will take this area confirmation, right? And in the NQ, by the way, I will not be taking the ES, especially if yields are going up. The NQ short, I trade the NQ exclusively, right? But if yields are going up along with the dollar, the NQ is going to be a lot weaker. Whereas if you have the yields going down and the dollar going up, a mix, you can have a similar behavior in the equity markets, right? But if yields is going up, if yields are going up and the bond is going in the dollar is going up, so I would say that the short in the tech is a better business. I mean, it'll move faster. It'll be more volatile. All right, so this demand, do you know what is my interpretation of a lot of visits in the same area? I do think the more visits, the weaker the zone. So what we could have today, and look, this is just me speculating, right? There's no way for me to know how many orders are left here, if this is going to work or is not going to work again. If the dollar is in a high quality supply, then I would say, yeah, it can continue working, right? It can continue to work. But the thing is that the dollar has a tested supply. The VIX has a tested supply. The equity markets have a tested demand. So everything indicates me that we might have some expansion, right? Either today or tomorrow, meaning that we can, if we come here, we can either break to the downside for further continuation if the dollar just break the supply, right? Nothing that I'm looking at is fresh, meaning all these areas have been tested already. So we might have some breakout either to the upside or the downside. Thank you, Stack. Thank you. So the overnight was very crowded right here. So the overnight was very, look, a lot of sideways movement until 6 in the morning. They kind of knew probably they probably knew what was going to happen. Who knows? All right, so similar chart, the NQ, but the NQ actually broke the demand. Now the ES has this demand fresh, right? The NQ is already violated, meaning it went through. Actually, I do think the ES is driving the rest of the market because the same demand here is not present in the NQ, whereas here I do have the formation perfectly defined, not in the NQ. In the NQ is a completely different shape right here, okay? But if you see, the NQ is slowly grinding down when the ES is holding steady right here. You see that? The NQ has some steps down, slowly grinding down when the ES is just holding. That's why I say the NQ is a better short when we have yields going up. It becomes a little bit weaker than the other ones. Okay, so exactly same scenario. Now here, if you go to the lower time frame again, and you look up for the supply that we just put in the ES, is this one, right? We never got there. So actually the supply on the NQ is fresh, is not in the ES. The ES already tested this. You see that? The blue line on the NQ is actually fresh. Okay? Has never been touched. Nor here, nor here, nor here. Okay, so we do have a better supply here in the NQ. Regarding the RTY, I just wanted to check this chart because the RTY is coming off of, pardon me, we came close to the supply as the ES. But I think the ES is the one that is actually driving the rest of the markets, right? RTY a bit weaker. So before we wrap up here, I want to check up. Now, just a little comment here on the Apple chart. We haven't broken the trend line on the daily chart. We made an attempt 2 days ago and yesterday, but we never broke to the upside. Now we have this rally, some consolidation here. Is yet to see if we're gonna have a rally, right? If we have a rally, if we have this scenario, right, breaking the daily trend line, a comeback to this area is a very good long. Okay. Now remember, I do review Apple from time to time because I think Apple is a driver for the market. Like a lot of indexes and ETF have Apple, right? Especially the SPY being a weighted index, Apple has a lot of weight in that index. Okay. Just as a general knowledge here, we haven't broken the trend line. It's yet to see if Apple have some weakness, so it might drag the equity markets with it. And another chart that I want to review is Tesla. I just put it here. I haven't check it out still. We're in a very crowded range right here. We've been here numerous times. We since July, then this is July 2021. Sorry, so we are in levels of 1 year ago. This is May. We're still holding, but we're back here. So my first takeaway, I do expect this level to hold, but the more time it is spent here, the less likely it is to work. So the high quality level for me is a 187, 186.90. If so, we had the earnings today. They missed revenue. They beat on EPS a little bit, not much. They missed on the revenue. I didn't listen to the phone call yesterday, but apparently Elon Musk says that Tesla is a lot more valuable. Like Apple and Amazon combined is the real value for Tesla, right? All right, so this is the main level that I'm looking at, sorry, on Tesla. We might have some downside. Like remember, this is a very crowded. Look at this, all this consolidation, right? This is going to be hard to go through all this. And ultimately, this is a level that is very likely to be revisited today, this one. Full disclosure, I do have a put that I bought yesterday, short-term put on Tesla, but I'm looking to cover. I'm looking to sell that put right at the opening. Okay, right here. I think 203 is not something crazy. Okay, especially because we have had these levels not a long time ago. All right, last Friday. All right, so with that, I'm gonna close this video and see you all guys in 10 minutes for the live trading session. If you like the video, please consider subscribing to the channel. See you guys. Thank you.